All right, hello there, YouTube. This is Mr. Pokemon 907, and welcome to not Street Fighter 6, because that's what I was most recently playing. And this, briefly, I'm going to say everyone, of course, likes graphics, but it's way more to that than just graphics in video games. Um, there's Persona 4 Revival. I'm not saying that because the game is not out yet and I don't have it. This is not. I can get that game eventually. It is the fact that I just do not like the animation. 3 Reload looks good because we got that right after I'd say like a base, even almost a mobile game. Persona 3 Portable is very old standard, and just about anything is going to be nice. The animation style is decent for that, but I don't know if they rushed the development or this is so that it could launch on as much video game platforms as possible. But Persona 4 Revival, the animation for the characters is so bad. It just does not somehow fit the what would be expected of a 4 remake, if you get what I'm trying to say. 3 Reload, the animations are a bit I'd say like freaky, but it still somehow fits the style and I'd say personality of the characters in 3 Portable for 3 Reload. But let's just get on with this, man. This is episode 13 of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, but I do not like the animation in in Persona 4 Revival. I just do not like it at all. It's too quirky. The design of 4, it was supposed to replicate the realism of living in a distant village instead of living in a city. You'd say that 3 Reload is a city-based life per se. You still live in a corner, kinda, but that city and thing is 4 is more like town life, country life per se, and it is supposed to be as human as possible compared to I'd say even 5, but 5 is more like godly and like living like a god or jumping between people's minds like something else. And you're reminded of mortality and stuff like that in 4, as not spoiling the story, but it doesn't fit the theme to me. What they did with the graphics, I do not like it. I'm not gonna tell any lies and say I like it when I don't. I do not freaking like it at all. The animations are too unrealistic to really meet and I'd say represent and respect for what Persona 4 I'd say represents, the humanity in it. It is very like it doesn't fit 4 at all. I'm so sorry, but I'd still get it eventually. You know, it's more graphics. It could have more story. It's gonna be quite awesome. Possibly, I'm already playing through Golden, so. But anyways, a lot of stuff I want to discuss as I play through this as well. Um, a lot of people might have been watching my videos and might have been turned off by the fact that my videos seem so dark. Like, what is he doing? Is he retarded or something? It can barely. All right, so what I really am doing here, compared to how it looks even on the actual system screen, right now the fire in this fireplace looks way more realistic. It's brighter. It's more vibrant because of the settings that I have set with this cam alone. All right, and what I did was I removed entirely every bit of unnatural lighting. I type this in Word in my video descriptions in my posts and stuff like that, but it is best that I describe as I go along. This bridge right here looks more vibrant in red, but as I go into dark areas, it's going to be darker than it is in the system. Like this wall in front of me, you can barely see it here in the camera, but it's like all lit up like a cartoon on the actual Switch too. I removed all unnatural lighting, and there are certain parts of the game where this Monster Hunter Rise uses the Resident Evil graphics engine, believe it or not. So all those fancy sparks that come off the weapons and stuff, those are effects that they got from practiced engines that created your favorite Resident Evil games, right? That's why it says RE engine at the beginning. That's the Resident Evil engine. Or anyways, I'll get to that. And why what I'm doing here actually makes this game 10 times better. You'll see what I mean eventually. Hi, MK907. Do you have some time on your hands? I need your help. like I was saying before, hearing stories about your hunts really gets my creative juices flowing. And hearing your latest story got me thinking, what if I take a few palamutes out and show hunters just how great they are? I'd likely run into monsters along the way, so I'll need to make some solid gear. But I don't have enough materials. Would you be willing to share some of the materials you have in hand? And just like always, I'll give you some palamute gear. I've definitely got enough, so this is Stoke Core fine. I guess this is going to raise the attack if I do, yeah. Thank you so much. With this, I can craft some sturdy palamute gear and head out without any worries. Here, take this. I've tested it plenty of times. It should be okay, but let me know if you run into any issues. Now, how to go about the promotional side of things? Well, I suppose I'll figure something out. I'd say this is the era, you know, like where television was still in black and white. That at least Rise takes place in Wells is in the future. After this, you've already got electrical guitars and stuff like that. But this is where they now just begun creating television, and I guess that's the reference to in the cutscenes. You see all the lines going across the screen. That's how it was in the old theaters. So their technology is now being developed, and I guess he's an inventor or something, and we're helping him. Kind of awesome in the Monster Hunter world. I've got to craft some of those. It's starting to run out quick. Leave that there. So as I was saying about the graphics, though, the Resident Evil games, you know, it's supposed to be a horror series, and when you go into a dark area, let's say there's a room that's dark, and you need a flashlight to see in there, right? And there's something I noticed in this game that I told myself, that's what actually inspired me to do this. I was like, why the hell, whenever you go on missions, right, in dark areas, there's like a little, you call them sprites. A little spirit, like, it's not the way a bug for hell. I like to think not. If it is the way a bug, that's kind of cool. But you should see the wire bug as a loaf. You know, we already know how wire bugs look. It's like some sort of spirit that they carry with them, or maybe some sort of enchanted creature that just moves along with your hunter, and it lights up the dark area for you. You'd see what I mean when they do a mission. Come on, somebody rush me. Oh, MK907, hey, could you hear me out for a sec? Since that run-in with Magnum Malo, for some weird reason, I'm just overflowing with new ideas. I finally decided to just go with the flow, you know? And guess what I came up with? Magnum Malo Dango. I had everyone try it, and the village was just full of some lip smacking and smiles. As soon as you dig in, it's just gonna melt in your mouth, guaranteed. Okay, again. Okay, is there something you help with? So this has got to be another. Alright, I was thinking of a new Banidango recipe the other day when I ended up falling asleep. I felt guilty for slacking at first, but then I realized I was now full of energy, and that's when it hit me. You know, that monster that makes you sleep, the snooze cat. Inspired by its majestic song, I could make a dangle that will refresh my customers like a nice sharp power nap. Oh. Putting sleeper medicine in food. Maybe this is how the medicines, you know, and certain things get, you know, created in this world, I guess. I think about that. Oh, hey, Incarnator 7, stop putting it in food and make it just a medicine. Or, what do they call it in hospitals when they send you asleep? Oh, hey, Incarnator 7, I wanted to ask for your help with something. So, the other day, I came up with a new bunny dango recipe. And this time, I just know it's going to be great. Blah, blah, blah. Rain across eggs. So, all the... was this now from the chat in particular. Alright, so... rice cakes. A rice bean. Huh. Alright, so I've got to deliver some materials, and I got it actually, yeah. There's something from him. This is something important actually. Hey, I got something for you. I saw this at the end of the other episode. It was just, you know, time was I was at the end of the episode. I'm barely holding on to memory for recording, I guess. I still had a lot of memory left, but I left this out for now until this episode. Alright, so how's it going, Squirt? That fire for the hunt still burning bright within you? Good. Seems like you're not the only one. It feels like the whole village is fired up. Guessing it, you must have inspired him. But that also means they're more likely to hit a snag sooner. I hope you're there to help him to help him out when that happens. That said, we won't take your efforts for granted. I'll be giving you a special reward in return. I only ask that you make yourself available around town and lend a hand when you can. Complete 8 side quests. I've completed 5 so far, so I get Medium's Guard, Type 2 Design, Channeler's Guard. Come on, what's this now? And he says something else. Hey, I got something for you. What's this? Alright, I see. Are you making good use of the Buddy Plaza? Yuri, Kogarashi, and our foreign guests have a lot to offer there. I'm hoping I can answer you to offer them one thing. Hire as many buddies as you can. Ain't much of a buddy plaza if it ain't filled with buddies. Plus, you'll be needing as many buddies as you can get your hands on. Different situations will call for different buddies, that's a fact. I don't think your efforts will go unrewarded. Nope. I've prepared something real special. Well, get to it. Alright, so I get 15 buddies hired. I'll get feline stealth. So this is like armors for the Palamute and the Palico. Just the hand I wanted to see. Why? Well, lately you've been going through quests faster than you know what goes through a box of Dango. So here, I'm giving you this, a Chimera ticket. Adding Chimera by completing a village quest or rampage quest will sometimes reward you with Chimera tickets from Fugan the Elder. These tickets can be used to forge or upgrade your gear. Alright. A little something to thank you for all you do for the village. Consider it a gift from everyone here. Keep up the good work. It's about 15 minutes of just talking to that guy. Holy shit, man. He's out here too. Nice work, MK907. I heard you got it. MK907 Magnamalo. More like Magnamild. And he knows is smiling more than ever. You're my hero, so as a sign of my thanks, I want to give you this armor. It's for Kahoot though. This a rugged full suit completely neglects any sort of functionality in favor of style. Your Kahoot is gonna love it. Come back later and I'll have some more armor ready that will blow your mind. Rugged full suit. Let's see how it looks actually. So there's the Kahoot menu. Let's go call our Kahoot. I know, doing all this and still just taking monsters down in record time. Alright, so pet menu, change clothes. I just want to see how this looks here. So this is a DLC that I had added. Yeah, you've got to pay for this, believe it or not. I had this added a while back, and I'm thinking about using this, you know, throughout the game. Or rugged suit. Oh, that's very cool. So this is the Chimera armor that if, you know, maybe in the distant future, if this game gets a remake or something, and you're going out into fights with like a lot of the soldiers that they use to defend the villages, this is the outfits that they wear on at. So I know this is their style of Chimera that they, you know, we unlock this, I guess, as a, you know, testimony to defeating Magnamalo and saving him from that. So yeah, so I'm going to be using this though throughout the game. Definitely make it look like a Wing Drake. That's way cooler, obviously. And I named it Tootsie. Tootsie, you know, those Tootsie Roll Pops and the Tootsie candies are brown. It makes sense. Alright, so, alright. So what I was saying about the graphics though, so in Resident Evil, that's a horror series. I'm just gonna begin continuing on with the village quest. So we're at 5-star now, and the first one here is Nargacuga. But let me see if I have anything that is I need to begin I'd say chaining. See if I have a better armor I can get that is way stronger. So this is 28. This is definitely Magnamalo, and it's gonna be worth it for sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be chaining Magnamalo before every so I'm gonna fight Magnamalo now, then get some more materials, see what I need. Alright, so there's the Magnamalo parts, just Magnamalo parts and monster bones. Great Izuchi tail. A good thing I captured everything that I fought in this Nargacuga cut wing. So I'm gonna need it to take down Nargacuga at least. I'm thinking about doing that. So I'm gonna see if I can get my armor completed in this. That's what this is gonna be for Magnamalo. And I'm gonna be showing you every hint I do. I won't be pausing the recording and skipping that. Alright, so Nargacuga first. Alright, Nargacuga first for sure. But Nargacuga is over here. This is in the Shrine Ruins. Alright, perfect, perfect. So I'll be actively speaking whilst going through this area. It's going to look very dark in areas because of the settings that I'm using, but it fits because the same people that created Resident Evil, believe it or not, Capcom also created this. For those of you who are fresh to video games.
Now here is a creature with
I'm gonna shut up.
and guts.
Alright. I've got a lot to say.
Arrogant. Look as it struts.
If the place is supposed to look dark, it's going to look dark.
Suffer your fate. Watch as its eyes fill with rancor and hate. Don't try to run. It's already too late.
So they've been playing smart because Nargacuga, I'd say, is one of the first that is very difficult. You've got to be skilled. You've got to have agile reflexes as well, or you're just going to be taken down by this thing. This thing attacks relentlessly, I do have to say. But as I was saying though, the areas are going to look dark, very dark. This is based on the same creators that, you know, brought us Resident Evil, and those games are horror games. When you get into a dark area, unless you have something to light your way, the very previous episode to this one, as I was fighting Tobi Kadachi, I was down in a dark corner of the forest fighting it, and literally the only thing, so cool to see. I'd say it would be awesome if they officially released, you know, how you have graphical settings in games. You know, after you complete the game though, because like you'd have to have some sort of a knowledge of the areas, or it could definitely impede your hunts because you could see nothing else but where is lit. Literally the only thing that was lighting and showing Tobi Kadachi's face and everything else so you could see and hunt it was this little green thing that shows up when we get in the dark areas. So look at this. You can see in here, literally the only place you can see well is where this little thing is shining, and it is not the wire bug, because look, I just used my, oh, it is the wire bug. Wait, what? No, it isn't the wire bug. It isn't the wire bug. It's actually something on its own that like just moves alongside the hunter and lights the way for them. Maybe it's the spirit of the areas that there's some shrines along here, is where they call this the shrine ruins. Like the olden civilizations that used to pay respects to him, and they've got shrines all over this place to him. I could show a few of them. We just run past them, and a lot of people just run past them and never even noticed them. But they paid their respects to them, they prayed to them and stuff like that. Maybe they just come to help the hunters in that sense. Yeah, if that makes sense, yeah. And you can see, and whilst I was in there, literally the only place you could see was where that thing was shining. It makes a lot more sense. And it is also, you know, the realism, right? For those of you who like realism, this is the best you can get out of this game in that sense. So it would be awesome if Capcom officially released a setting for that. I don't see it happening, to be honest. I've got to look for Nargacuga so that Tobi Kadachi could, you know, go its own way. I do not care. So if you don't see it up there, there's a little steel lizard I keep talking about that gives you useful materials. Sometimes it's on this rock. It isn't here either. I'm not sure then. If it's not either of those places, then sometimes the isn't the I said episode. Oh my god. The hunt isn't giving you that. Sometimes they just don't show up. I don't know why. They're trying to make them scarce, you know, so it wouldn't be too easy to chain those and just get your armors all the way up like too easily. But most of the time you do see them. So what I'm gonna do here, and just running ahead, getting my spare bird and ignoring these my spare bird boosts, ignoring these freaking joggers, they're useless. So that's what I was saying to myself, like that literal spirit that like lights the way for you in dark caves and stuff. When you have normal settings in your game, like looking at my Switch 2 screen and then comparing it to what's on camera, when you have your normal Switch 2 settings, just looking at the screen, that little spirit is useless because it's lighting the way in the cave, but you can already see. it isn't making any sense. So I wonder if the original game was supposed to be dark like that, but people, a lot of people obviously too have bad eyes. I am very disappointed in you, Capcom. I'm going to talk to you directly. If it really was, if anyone comes across my videos, if that's possible, right? Or whatever. If it was that there was supposed to be a setting that you could turn on or off where the background lighting like this is gone, where all our natural lighting is gone, the only everywhere is as dark as it should be in real life. And that thing, why else would you create that in the first place, right? If you didn't need it. Maybe it's just, maybe someone has a bad screen or something and you're compensating for that. I don't know, man. But it makes no sense otherwise to me. Why does that thing exist? Why is the game built how it is? And you don't have a setting to turn off on natural lighting. It leaves it to the nerds, I guess, to do all this themselves and their systems, get realistic environments and stuff. Like when I'm in the shadow here on the cam, you can barely see me in anything, but it's realistic, right? I step back out here into the light. Look at this, gorgeous. It helps, especially in certain areas like the lava caverns and stuff, man. The red coming off of the lava in the caves, it is beautiful. And unless you've got your settings like this, you never experience that. The graphics of this game uses this is the what they call the RE engine, the Resident Evil engine. But this, believe it or not, is a variation of the Unreal engine. A lot of people might be angry at me and saying that I'm making no sense. It's not Unreal. Stop, guys, stop. But look back in the past then at the older Resident Evil games. They've all been using that graphics engine, but it is quite similar to the Unreal. It's not Unreal engine, but it's quite similar to it in how it's built. You can see that, and it is meant for realism. Like you get like rain falling, the reflections in the waters, the sparks coming off of metals and stuff. That's why they came about the idea of just using it for Capcom's Monster Hunter as well. From this game and onward, all the games that are meant to be full 3D. So I'm wondering why you guys never went ahead and created that as a freaking real area. Let me see something here, man. This is gonna be odd that I'm even doing this. Is it here? Display, right? TV mode, screen brightness, open settings menu. You can turn the brightness down and all that sort of stuff, right? But adjust the brightness of the screen until the symbol on the left is barely visible, and that still leaves the game with the unnatural lighting, so that a lot of people can still see where they're going and stuff. I understand that you're making it accessible for players, and it is very necessary, or it could cut sales, but it could be a setting. You could have it that the game originally is like this, and then if so wants to, people could turn that on and have a very realistic approach to the game where you can't see shit in caves, and you're having being lit. This is why is it here on the outskirts outside? There's dark areas around here. It's showing up again. All right, so let's just deal with this thing. I'm already about 23 minutes in, and I haven't even fought this yet. I still want to chain at Magnamalo. Magnamalo is a bitch. Alright, the Nargacuga cut wing weapons are going to be very useful. I'm going to definitely get those as well. Luckily, I only need one part from this thing for the Nargacuga armor. For the Magnamalo armor, my bad. Alright, so grab this. I think this does affect it somewhat. Make sure not to miss, because this thing likes jumping about quite a lot. Oh. Alright, so my weapon already is too dull to even pierce this thing's wings. So I already need a better weapon. So I'm going to start looking into that quite heavily right after this hunt. See if I could get something that's at least blue in sharpness. Because green ain't cutting it no more. Blue or white? I think it's white then blue, right? Whoa, that was close. At least I know about the moves already, so I was able to dodge that tail swipe. Not that one. Alright. A good thing this is village quest, huh? Imagine the hub quest. So I've got to get my armors up. If I have Magnamalo at least, I should be fine. You know, starting off the hub quest, the Magnamalo armor. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. This is where it kind of slows down again because I'll be chaining Magnamalo this episode. Maybe do one more after this. And then the very next episode. Let's see how this goes because I do have up to an hour and a few. Oh my god, the fellow crow bird flew away. I saw it. We saw it, a bird flying there. That's the rewards bird. The extra rewards bird for every mission. It's flying off. Cause I'm busy fighting this. I didn't realize it was here. But you can still see it in the map. That map on the bottom left. There's a blue bird on the right of the map. I can go for that if I want. If this thing runs, I'll definitely go pick it up. And I'm fast enough to do that without impeding the mission. Because look at this. I'm breaking parts already. We're getting this thing all hurt already. So I'm thinking about it. The rewards could be anything very useful to progression. Oh god. I shouldn't be being hit by moves like that. So yeah. Alright. Let me just heal at least. This thing is going to die by us somehow. Bite? Okay. I thought it would have been more tossing bombs. Come on, Per. Come on. You can do better than that. I've seen your previous episode. This thing was knocking monsters down, knocking them out. I've never seen it before. Volvidon, it was literally knocked out. It's different when a monster is dizzy or something, or it's knocked over and struggling, like it kicks up and stuff like that. But somehow Volvidon was knocked the hell out at the start of the mission too by that little cat I have there. So, whoa. I guess sometimes you get a lucky cat, you get a lucky pet, a lucky partner hunter, and I'll call them because they're very intelligent. It won't call them a pet at all. It won't be calling them my pet. In the Monster Hunter world, they're like people, man. Then I get this free cut. Oh my god, ended up flipping over the freaking fence. Alright. There we go. So another reason that I wasn't doing videos for a while, I took a little break. I had a lot of noise around my house. I had this weird kite over my house for like 2 weeks straight. And it was noisy, obviously, and I didn't want that in my videos, and everything else is crazy as hell, man. I just wasn't about it. It's freaking annoying. These people are dying annoying, man. Controlling, evil, whatever, dishonest. So, for multiple reasons, I just held off making videos for a bit. Alright, so, but I'm back here. I'm trying to finish this. I know people are... I'm getting a lot more views. If you go checking my channel with Final Fantasy, you might be asking, why the hell am I not making Final Fantasy videos? That's all it's about. I don't create anything for the views. It's all about the team and the quality. I've got a very good reason why I'm playing this. A lot might even say that I should be playing 4 Ultimate, which I'm planning on as well. But I've got too many games started already. I finished the main story, because you know the first time the cutscene shows up. For this, the credits cutscene, but there's a lot more to this game. There is the post credits. You know, you've got to do the hub missions, and then there's the DLC. All right, my god. I know that was close. All right, so I've definitely got to sharpen. Or my weapon is just going to be bounding off this thing, going to be useless. I've got myself in a bad spot. Nargacuga is a hyper bitch. Alright, still got it. Cut that face up. That's a full spin. In case you're wondering if that was a glitch or something, no, it wasn't. If Nargacuga is doing his, dang it, I could have dodged that, man. But I'm so busy talking. If Nargacuga is doing that full spin and you're at the very center under Nargacuga, it doesn't hit you. The same thing with Rathian and Rathalos when they're doing their tail spins. If you're standing between their legs, obviously because the tail is on the outskirts and they're spinning around, if you fine if you learn when they're gonna do it, the animations and stuff, the spin, and you stay between them. You avoid taking damage from the TO, stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of mechanical technicals in this game. Monster Hunter is way more deep than a lot of people would think. Way more in depth. Gotcha. I want to get away from that wing that I could get some damage off. I keep bounding off. Alright, so dodged it. Alright. Whoa, I wasn't looking for bite at all. I really wasn't looking for that bite. Oh my god. Alright, let me turn this down a bit. I think that should be good. And I don't know why this seems so loud all of a sudden. Maybe it got it a little closer to me. But yeah, no, this freaking green spirit thing that, you know, comes to help the hunter out, it makes a lot more sense now it's here, because, you know, it's lighting up the area for you. Like when I'm in the dark now, I can see that's actually why it was made into the game. I'm quite sure. Maybe in the future there are going to be devices that, similar to how we have Nintendo DS, and then we have Nintendo DSi, and like there's certain games that that have more features and stuff when you load them into a DSi or a 3DS. We might have systems in the future, including what happened with the Switch 2. You know, you have Switch 1 games that have been upgraded and stuff like that when played on the Switch 2. I imagine there could be a system in the future that maybe enhances the graphics as well. Something. Ah, he's gonna run. He's definitely gonna run. What? Usually when a monster roars like that and everything after being hurt, how I just heard it, it would bound off. But Nargacuga is a hothead. It just keeps fighting. You can see the difficulties going up. This thing is taking a lot more time to take down. The other monsters might have been done by now, and it's getting off a lot of damage. So me upgrading this armor makes a lot of sense, and you'd see, oh god, I tried dodging away. So you've just got to wear bug away from this thing when it pulls that off. So yeah, it was attacking and ready to run. It was actually correct because it ran. It's on the freaking move. Alright, so let's jump up here gracefully. Alright. And oh, just shortly there, so I think I'm fine. Just shortly here. There's another way a bug up this way. Oh my god. Because I'm rushing this per se, but there's another bit of bug. My god bug. Whatever bug. Alright. I'm back onto this roof here. And what I want to do is I want to get this thing captured for sure. Just sharpen my weapon. I'm safe up here for now. I think I'm too close to the edge though, so it actually stunned me out of my sharpening. Come on. When it bumps the building, then it kind of stops you from doing what you're doing. Alright, at least I got my weapon sharpened. Let's go. I could have easily just rode around on the Palamute while sharpening like I usually do, but just showing you, yeah, this isn't all easy fish cakes anymore. Yeah, I said fish cakes. If you don't know what that is, you're missing out. Alright, so it could be captured already. Let's go. It just ran here, but it might run again. Look at it on the move. It's looking around. Gotta be careful that you don't set a trap down. I said this in my previous episode, and I've got to say it again. Gotta be careful that you don't end up setting a trap down right when it's getting ready to run, because then it's just a waste of a trap. You've got to destroy it to take it up. It isn't like in Wells. What the hell is this? Alright, so I think I've got to go ahead now and craft. I'm going to do something here. It did say that it could capture. Maybe I do need a freaking shock trap. So I'm going to see if I can make one quickly in the... I'm also showing off some... not showing off, but showcasing. And I got to stop using that term. People think that I'm literally trying to say that I'm showing off. You know, sensitive the world is psychologically these days. Everyone is sensitive as hell these days. All programmed into being extra sensitive. Am I still in a fight? Still in a fight. Can't teleport until you are, you know, free of the monster's attention. I'm close enough to the base, but running all this way is just seen as a waste of time anyways. Yeah, these games are very tedious, very indulging, I should say. That's the word I would definitely use. Alright, I'm like a few steps away from the power because look at this, I can boost run. They boost run, get up here. I call it boost run, whatever the game officially calls it, I don't care. But I call it boost run. Alright, so get here. Let's see what I can, let's see what I've got on me. Alright, so I've been picking up a lot of those flash bugs and stuff. I've picking up thunder bugs every single mission. So it is possible that I have the freaking materials needed to... Alright, so crafting list. And where the hell are they? Yes, I can definitely make a good few. I've got enough thunder bugs and I've bought some trap tools before. So I'm going to use a bunch of them. Because I can easily just buy some more trap tools. I've got 20. And I'm going to take one up right now. And let's see. Let's move you. So that's that. I'm just going to remember. Come over here. Sort. That they're next to each other now on the right side. So use that. And that. And I had my flash bombs as well. These do come in handy in fights sometimes, and the monsters being, you know, all ridiculously annoying. So now I've got a shot trap added to my arsenal. And where the frick is this thing? I'm not sure if it would respawn, but I'm going to take this route again. Just, you know, dive on down through this cave. And see if I can get myself another, yeah, they definitely did respawn because the spider web is here again. Oh, I thought that was something. And it should be here, yep, another thunder bug, sweet. So I am replenishing my thunder bugs already. My thunder bug, so I'm gonna go up this way because this right now is it? Now I'm gonna go this way. Let's boost run. Let's hurry up. It's almost 40 minutes, and I'm still against this Nargacuga. I want to get some freaking I want to get some progress in. I want my freaking Magnum Alloy armor at least for this mission. So let's go on ahead. All right, so I'm gonna use this. Good. And it's sleeping? Alright, I don't want to kill it. I'm looking to capture this thing. I might be hit because I was busy, you know, filing through my items just now. It did say that it's ready for capture, right? Alright, so in case you're not sure, I did show this in a previous episode, but I'll show it here again. I can go to the chat menu, press Y, and yeah, our prey is weak, right for the capture. So why the hell did it break free out of my freaking my pitfall trap earlier? Is it like ineffective or something? Alright, so what does the shit? What does the mission say? These are things that are actually quite useful. Hunt a Nargacuga. If it says hunt, you can capture it or kill it. But if it says slay, you must kill it, and if you capture it, you'll fail the mission. So 1, 2, there we go. So the shot trap works, but the pitfall trap doesn't for some reason. Good, there we go. So we've got that Nargacuga down, and I am going to, you know, start fighting Magnum Alloy again. I'm gonna, you know, fight it multiple times, and I'm gonna be on a path to getting the Magnum Alloy armor in this episode because I've still got a lot of time. Still got a good few. Yeah. And I forgot to read the mission. I was saying I'm going to start reading the missions. But I can still read it after what the person was saying. So much. I've got to go check the freaking Buddy Plaza. See if the game might just end up telling me. Oh, Jesus, what's this? So I guess she got some upgrades. Nice painting. Okay. All right. This is important as well. You can craft stuff using that. No, I was going to swear. This could be a little overwhelming when you're on time. My best bet. You're gonna love it. What's this? What's this? What is it? Oh, hey, MK907. Guess what? I've gotten so good at making bunny dango. They're turning out more delicious than ever. Cool, right? Now the effects are even more invigorating than before. Okay, she got some upgrades. Quite awesome, little girl. Quite freaking awesome. Ah, okay. All right. So just settle, just settle, just settle. Keep in mind, you can easily like become overwhelmed and lose track of what you've got to do. So let me at least replenish the items that I've used in my hunt. And what I'm looking to do is I'm gonna go and fight Magnamalo at least. There's something I'm forgetting, ain't there? So forge weapon. Let's see what I can get here. This is alright. So the most that I have right now is 150, and there is a weapon in here I could easily get if I continue fighting Kalu. That's 110. That is no Rogi, the Great Rogi. This has a poison elemental effect. This is at least blue. This is 140, but it's at least blue, and that is going to be very useful. All right, so or at 8, so that's 4. Yeah, no. I need Dragonite ore and Firestone, so I need to go to the lava caverns, get some materials. Then I could get this Nargacuga cut wing. It has blue, so I'd be able to take down Nargacuga a lot easier. And yeah, so what did it say if I press Y here, up and then Y? There's nothing about there's nothing about those.
Welcome to my shop. Oh, see you later.
I need to get a better weapon for sure. So what I'm going to be doing here, alright, let's see. Forge weapon, jewel blades, because that's what we're using this entire game. I was going to use the hand-me-down at some point. I'm going to use that. The thing about this game, it is really awesome. You can actually swap your this is the first game I'd say that allowed that effectively without issue. You can swap your weapons in the tent during the mission. You can actually go in and do that in this as well, not just Wales. But what Wales did that was fresh and I'm excited for is you can carry multiple weapons on you during the hunt. So you can swap easily between those weapons during the fight of a monster, and that is awesome. You can have I'm not sure if you can with a gun and something like a slicing weapon, but if so, that'd be awesome. Imagine you're on the Palamute, you're just shooting, and then you swap to your weapon, jump off, you're cutting it up, you call back, not Palamute, the Sacred, right? You call back the Sacred again, and then you're shooting it. Oh my god, excitement. Alright, so Nargacuga cut wing, Dragonite ore. So I'm actually gonna go get those materials right now, right freaking now. And then I'm gonna fight these. So this is gonna be an hour and some again, another episode that long. Welcome, MK907. Kagero showed me this really nifty thing the other day. You pop some materials into the pot and wait. Then, hey, presto, a talisman appears. What a funny little cauldron. We've decided to call it the melding pot. If you want to take it for a spin, say fur instead of for, let me know and I'll pass it on to Kagero. Oh, and before I forget, I've got some mule stock in as well. Take a look when you are about to set out on a quest. Alright, so what do you got, little guy? Because it could be useful. Talismans, which have power to activate various skills, can be created from monster materials and certain items. Talismans will be melted while you're on a quest. Once the melding is complete, you can pick up the results. So he has one outside as well. Right, so we can use it here. Multiple items can be requested for melding as well. However, only one item will be finished per quest completed. As you progress through the story, you will gain access to more melds, and you will be able to request more at once. This material required also differs depending on the meld. Of course, common sense shit. Dang annoying. And people that freaking dumb. No offense. Alright, so melding, reflecting, I'm not using that. I just want to see what you have, item box. Alright, so I'm going to need a few of these. I just used up a bit. 287 is the max I can get, so I'm definitely fine for maybe I'll get 30 now. And potions, I can buy potions. I can easily just craft those. You'll see, like, so easily. It makes no sense buying those if you're someone who runs and snatches items every chance they can. These though, being able to buy these, the value is 18 when sold, but 180 each. Nah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. Later's little kitty cat. Jesus God, Jesus God. Oh, the jewel weeding dango, the dango weapon. This thing is useful. New weapon design available. Right, literally using dango as a weapon in fights. I know, crazy, right? Alright, so I'm definitely going for those items right now. I'm definitely going to get those items right now. Firestone and let's see. So I'm going to go towards the expedition tour. And I have the islands, plains. No, it's not unlocked as yet. It isn't even unlocked as yet. The freaking lava caverns for exploration. I guess that's when you get to high rank HR. So dang it to hell. Dang it to hell. I guess that's why people are saying, you know, some people are saying that I'm being ridiculous. Expedition tour. Also, I can use it here. I forgot you can use it in the village as well as. Alright, so definitely I'm gonna go daytime or nighttime, because I was speaking about the graphics and I want to discuss that. What I did, how it affects the overall. Alright, so B-part. B-freaking part. Yeah, so I'm getting these materials. Get that Nargacuga cutting weapon. That is definitely necessary. I need the freaking sharpness. This weapon is dull as F. Like, this is already like, if someone has a phone that's outdated and useless, this is pretty much becoming that for the monster, the hunter right here that I'm playing as. So we're gonna have to put in the work and get the. So there's Firestone, and it's gonna be straightforward what we need. Down the road, I'm gonna need these materials, so like avoiding these doesn't make any sense either. Come on, come on, come on, drop. Good. Alright. So get this. That is monster bone M. So I got a medium-sized monster bone and a slagged off hide. Good, good, good. Come on. Sometimes the dog, you know, digs onto you and you get instant traverse. And other times it's running behind you trying to catch up. You saw it running there just now. And it stops when it realizes it can't catch up too easily. The mechanics, a lot of people don't like it. I literally watched a developer roundtable, is what I call him, before Wells came out, and I'd say, I think it was after Wells came out, but before it was announced. This is years ago, before the Switch 2 even launched. There was a developer roundtable, and there was this girl. She was saying she loves how instant and smooth it is. You know, you call the secret. Like, she meant what she was saying is, when you call the secret, it instantly shows up. The bird, it instantly shows up, stuff like that. I'd say that's for people that their minds aren't too flexible and they really need games like that. But people who say that Nintendo is nerdy, I'd say it's intelligent. People use different terminologies. So yeah, you've gotta watch the dog. You've gotta see where it is. What if it's currently attacking? If it's too far from you, it's gonna take a while to get to you when you're calling it, stuff like that. But the secret somehow, in that unrealistic, cartoony sense, just appears behind you and picks you up. No matter what is going on in Wales, is crazy. So yeah, I'm in this dark cave, and this thing is truly helping now, right? Like, it's lighting up the cat. I turn it away, you can't see the cat really, right? Now you can. Now you can. So that is, I'd say this gives the game a more Resident Evil appeal, and you know, a more you're indulged then in this world, and everything is dark. it would be amazing if they create another Monster Hunter Rise that does that. And like say there's a monster sleeping in a cavern, make it be more realistic, and you run up on it, and it scares you in there. Make it a more mature experience, because we've got children that they've been little children when this game came out, and it's already 2026, and they're like maybe teenagers now. They're already matured quite a lot, and that's how games are created as well. Like they're designed that way, believe it or not, in series. They're a little easier on you, and then they're more mature down the road as the age group that was born into playing them grows up. So maybe make a Rise that is, Twisted Reflection is already dark as hell as a story. The Monster Hunter Stories 3. If they make a Monster Hunter Rise 2, make it a little dark, man. Like I'm saying, make it like that. You're going into a cavern, and you can turn that setting on or off. If you want the normal lighting, but you can still see everything, well, then go ahead. But you're in this dark cavern, barely being lit, and then a monster just all of a sudden, maybe a Kezu, and it could go in slow motion, and you either dodge or block with your weapon. It could cut your sharpness down, whatever you do. Whilst you're in fights now, this is I should be in the video game industry helping design these games, right? Exactly. Like whilst you're in fights now, you could actually go into what is called burst rage mode, something like that, and you could actually time slows down. You're getting off more combos, and or you use the wire bug, and then you use the wire bug and pull in slow motion, and you could aim whilst you're in that slow motion in the air. Use the wire bug again, and then press the heavy attack button and smash a monster in the head. You've got more ability to aim and stuff with the quite awesome, right? Sounds cool, right? So, yeah, so what I'm doing here, I'm going to go ahead. This is another feature I'm going to show off. This could help out a lot. Sniff out. And sniff out some Dragonite ores for me, buddy. Sniff out some Dragonite ores, some Macalite ores, and some Firestones for me. And they're going to show up on the map. You see those blue spots on the map now? Those are where the items are. So, I'm going to go ahead and run towards those areas and get my stuff that I do need. Maybe there could be more, but those places are still like all clouded out. That's why it's very important to just go ahead and get the freaking places. Alright, so I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, no? Yeah, it's right here. I think I saw it. Nope, I was mistaken. So it's down here somewhere. There they are. Alright, so you get this. That's some Firestone. Got some Macalite ore. So every bit of the area that you can get the materials you need, your Palamute could sniff them out for you. There's no need to be running around for hours looking for them anymore. This game is awesome as hell, right? I need to get this game right now. The hell is this? You might be saying, yeah, definitely. It's, Capcom has had a sale. I'm not sure if it's on still. Capcom had a sale for the longest while for like everything Capcom. If you have a Capcom ID, and you're playing on PC. I'm playing on Switch too, so, whatever you're playing on, you could get a deal on this for the summer event that they have. I do think it's still on. It's going to be on for summer long, alright? You could have these games at a much steeper, easier to manage price. I'm going to word it like that. And it's going to be worth it for sure. This game is awesome, and I'd say no offense to the most recent game because it needs to get its sales as well. But whilst I'd say it has graphics, well, this has like some intense, awesome mechanics and systems. There's no way to track every single freaking item. Alright, so now I've got to find my way into the freaking, I need more of them, I think. I'm way close to freaking getting, so I guess that's going to be it for this episode. This episode, I'm just going to be getting the Magna Malo armor set, and, I fought Nargacuga, and I'm discussing a lot in this episode as well. So this maybe is just more of a discussion video as I do the tedious shit that Monster Hunter forces you to do. It's going to be a lot easier in future games, more than likely. Not all together, because those fights are going to be cruel. Imagine at the very beginning of the game, close to the beginning, you've got a decent amount of, like similar to what Wells did, because they kind of curbed the difficulty. Your weapons and armor isn't going to be utter shit at the very beginning, and imagine that close to the beginning, you've already got to fight Scorned Magnum and like maybe fight it off. It's going to be more cinematic or something. And then, you know, the whoever lives in the village at that time, if it takes place in the future, is going to be whoever lives in the village at that time is going to be telling you that that Scorned Magnum, it was a wrongful, like, you know, multiple generations, some tale like that, man. And it's going to be awesome though. So let's see, where's the rest of my dang freaking so I'm not gonna get all of them because, you know, we're still on time. But I'm gonna actually just like I'm gonna mine like one more locale that's like right here. That's gonna be right here, right? The map is leading me here. Oh yeah. So the confusion is there are different layers, right, to the areas. So I'm in the caverns, then there's the flooring above. That could have a good few people pissed off, like they're going to a spot and it isn't there. It's on the floor above, like I'm in the caverns. So what you're gonna do is you're already in the caverns. Go to the spots that are in the freaking caverns, not climb up above, trying to get out of the caverns, then back down in the caverns. You're wasting a lot of time doing that. You've got to be very, let me just say, intelligent when playing just about any game, right? And that's why I think games are, as much as a lot of females especially might want to turn face on video games and don't talk them, they are important to development because there's a lot of things you end up doing in video games that you never end up doing in real life unless you're old enough to freaking get a job, or you're old enough, or you are, you know, someone else, depending on the land you live on, they might be picking favorites, someone else got hired. A lot of skills you can develop, thinking skills, sort of stuff like that, you know. Yeah, a lot of stuff you can develop, a lot of skills you can develop during complex action ability and stuff during gaming that you won't get anywhere else too easily, especially in the lockdowns that we had, stuff like that, those pandemics that were those world, they called them viruses, but they're not. That's another topic per se. Where the frick are these dang things, man? Guiding me all here, and I'm not finding them. This is annoying. Where the hell are they? What is this? Alright, so I think it's here. Jesus God. No, this is insane. This is honestly insane. I guess it's so accurate that, oh, there it is. Somewhere wrong here. I think I'm done though. I think I've got enough firestones. Do I? Another something you can do is that I forgot to do. You can actually, whilst looking at the weapons, you can mark them for wish lists. And no matter where you are or what you did, if you've actually gathered enough materials, it shows up then as a notification telling you that you now have enough materials to get that, and you can then just go ahead and quit the mission, right? And yeah, end the mission actually. Expedition tours, you do what you want and then you just leave, right? So you can safely, easily, you know, sniff out location for items, and oh my god, so useful, so freaking useful, right? Awesome as hell. So I'm gonna go ahead now, create this weapon, and okay, thanks for your help. No, man, I shit you, because you might be taking something I need. Alright, so you deal with those after. You always deal with those after. So jewel blades. Just iron ore for this one. Oh, no. There's a... Oh, yeah, this. So these upgrade. No. Then this 140 is going to be lower, but it is way sharper, and it is what I am going to need for sure. I could also ramp it up, I think. So set rampage skills. I'm gonna set for you, and I'm gonna add attack boost too. So 146 is close enough. And I've got my alright. So I could also, if I want, give myself a defense boost. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead, and now that my weapon is sharper, I'm gonna go ahead, let me check my items. Alright, let me put these up. I'm gonna put these up, and we're gonna go and challenge that Magnum Malo again, capture it as much times as can, and so that's definitely in 4 because that's where that was an urgent quest for. Oh yeah, it was an urgent quest for 5, so it's going to be in 5. It's going to be here, come up, and something we did already. So yeah, whilst we were finishing 4, once you get an urgent quest, it's actually a part of the higher star of quests. So let's go ahead, get this thing captured. An hour of me discussing and running around picking up items, and oh my god, I know, right? So at the end of this episode, we're definitely gonna have that armor. I'm gonna take this down 2 times. This isn't it is 5-star, but this is gonna be like a breeze. Let's go. This is a slightly weaker armor weapon. My god, why am I saying armor? It's a slightly weaker weapon. So the freaking weapon is like 8 points lower, but because it has more sharpness, it's going to be more effective. You'll see next time I ever fight a Nargacuga, the Nargacuga wings won't be causing my weapon to bounce off ineffectively. I do have enough sharpness. Although that sharpness is really short, and I've got to be sharpening all the time to keep it, it makes a major difference. Less time, being ineffective with slices. It always makes sense making sure to upgrade your weapons' sharpness when you can get a weapon that has a better sharpness. It makes a major difference. Always does. Alright, come on, boy. You're going this way. Right, come on. Alright. I've got a fly here, a moth, whatever it is bugging me. Alright, so it's definitely a moth. We've got a certain areas we've got to clear out, to be honest. Alright, so let's go here. Nothing up here. Alright. The game is being harsh on me with these materials, man. Why? Why, game, you bitch? Why? Why the hell, game? Alright, so up this way. See if I could get one from here at least. Yeah, there we are. So it's here this time. At least you've seen that I've been telling the truth. Earth crystals. I got 2 of them just now. That's what I was. What? So usually you only get 1 from those things. I'm just gonna mine this because I can. Some earth crystals. It's gonna add up over time. You end up having hundreds, and depending on the item, it ends up going to maximum 9999. And you can guess what I do is I sell 9,990 and let it just pull back up, or 9,900. Or just it's 9,000, right? 9,000, and at the 900, that would be the best way to make sure you don't cut it too low. So you want to create something, or you do actually need that material for something. You don't cut it all the way down that you're back from scratch. But yeah, managing items, time management, that sort of stuff. Believe it or not, I didn't time manage, and I didn't plan as intelligently, genius as I usually do in my episodes. And you see we're an hour and some. I'm still freaking here. I didn't even start the fight against Magnum Malo as yet. So yeah, I'm just showing you the slight difference, but I'm changing that window right here. So I'm gonna go ahead. I can't make it in time. Time is too fast on this freaking earth, man. Like you'd say that I'm talking madness right now. Wonder what I'm talking about. But before, believe it or not, you can go check. Is actual something. The time on this earth actually sped up like ×2, and is going past that soon enough. So a day that used to take for us 24 hours, us I've been born in 1995, the day is gonna feel like 12 hours for me. Literally. That's why a lot of people are so tired. The days are going by too fast. Because they are. The time of the year sped up. But because of that, you've got games and stuff like this and everything else. The time is going by way too freaking fast, man. So like progression in time in recordings, missions. The science of it is weirder than you think. An episode that you think is 2 hours is actually an hour and some. This episode is 1 hour and four so far, right? 4 minutes and counting. This episode is actually 30 minutes and 32 minutes right now, because it's 1 hour and four, divide that by 2. This episode is 32 minutes in real time, and real, what I call real Earth time. When the Earth's time wasn't starting to blip like it is right now. Everything is speeding up. So I'm actually doing this in really good time. Believe it or not, I'm really good at time management by now. I grew up playing video games, but this Earth is giving the dang illusion that I am not, and I'm taking all this extra time. Oh, it's an hour and he hasn't done anything yet. No, fuck that. This Earth is annoying, I'd say. This time management system is really, really too stressful right now, compared to how it was before. Alright, so whoa. Alright, this, I don't get it. Because the mission before, I guess maybe because that was the opener to no Magnum Malo is fighting, so full skill. So let's go, man. I'm ready though. I instead of just talking and not focusing, I completed Jesus. I hate when the controller lags off sometimes. That's what that was. Controller input. I'm using the Joy-Con 2s, and I guess because they were designed for Switch 2 games and not Switch 1 necessarily, there's a lot of stuff that if I've been using my Nintendo Switch 1 Joy-Cons, I think the next episode while it's recording, I'm going to do that. My input would have been a little quicker for reaction. Good. I avoided that. I was trying to dog hop just now and nothing happened there. I just ended up getting off. Yeah, these buttons, I think it's the button as well. Maybe it's not just lagging, is that the buttons are literally clicky like a mouse. The ZR button. It's designed that way for when you're using the mouse mode, stuff like that. And it doesn't really press how you would expect it to. Oh, I toppled it. So let's go ahead, rage mode, and combo this thing's head. I've got a shock trap, and that is very effective on Magnum Malos. So when I get this thing down, oh my god, how did that hit? Alright, let's see. Let me sharpen this thing. The time is really short now on this Earth, and it affects everything from movies, watching movies, video games. Yeah, like a movie used to be, what's the timing now? A lot of people won't notice it. That's actually why, believe it or not, most devices now display at 60 Hz, because they've got to speed everything up. And that's how they brought the delusion down as the Earth speeds up, that movies are still the same speed, the same timing. No. You watch a movie at 30 Hz and then compare it to, when we didn't have these 60 Hz yet. And then you watch it at 60 Hz, you realize something. The movie, it seems to take way longer. It has a different time on it. It's crazy to think about, but it's actual scientific fact. The display speed, every second you have either 30 images or 60 images, right? And if a movie was created for 30 images and you push it to display 60 images per second, what the hell you think is going to happen, right? It's going to alternate a lot of stuff that people aren't thinking about. A lot of people waking up at 3 in the morning. You just check their age. If there's somebody that's been alive for at least 2 decades, they're at least 20 years old, odds are that their body is struggling to adapt to this new time environment, I call it. We're in a temporal mass that is very different. Time does not flow at the same speed. I'm an hour and 8 minutes in, and I'm only taking down this thing once. So I've got to go again. This episode is going to be like an hour and 30 something possibly, because I want to make the Magnum Malo armor. I'm serious about that. By this Earth's time, this is an hour and 30 something minutes, but like I explained earlier, this is only like, I'm like reaching an hour, but I'm not there yet. Alright, come on. I want you to topple again. Some shit. You find yourself rushing. That's why a lot of adults, parents and stuff who've got children, they don't have any, luckily, because, where I live, these people are some dang crazy, evil animals. Like, I'm not trying to insult them or anything, that's not the case, but it's like, These people are just savage, man. This Barbados is something else. I guess they're too spoiled, man. There's no city life forcing you to, oh, it's gonna run away. I got a teal piece. Sweet. Most likely needing this for some part of that dang armor, so I'm gonna be useful here. And Jesus Christ. It isn't a waste of my time, man. You ain't getting away with that shit. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Take so long before you could even carve from it. That was like 5 seconds. Gaju skin, known for its slimy mucus layer, highly water resistant. Ah. I don't care, Magnamalo. I don't fear you, bitch. Is it running? Holy shit. This thing was about to feed on, like, I kid you not. This is dark already, alright? I don't know, man. This is dark already. I don't usually use these, but because I'm doing a YouTube series and I'm caught for the freaking time and I feel it, I could have just, you know, ran up myself, but it would have taken a bit more time. Plus, I can add these, and I won't have to be. When I'm in Master Rank, it's gonna help me a lot progressing episodes that they don't take this long. Yeah. This is freaking crazy, man. Like, it's like this universe is just designed to make sure that everything is difficult. It isn't supposed to be too easy at all. I guess our humanity's mind goes slightly insane when things get too easy. Our brains are more designed for challenge, believe it or not, as a species. And when things get easy, people lose a sense of purpose. A sense of purpose in life is like, I'm just living to eat food and stare at things. Like, is that it? That's why a lot of people need, you know, there might be a lot of wealthy people you might look at and be like, oh, they've got everything. Like, why are they so miserable all the time? Like, it's weird, man. But psychology does work that way. I'm not, you know, for that. It's just that I realize I live on a land where I'm nothing like the majority, and it's like, once you live on an island that's tiny enough, it literally is a gang, and unless you're part of that gang and accepted by those people that way, your life literally is useless to them. It's like you just exist and you're a humbug. So reflexes and, you know, early knowledge. I knew when to dodge the freaking, I know the animations, what it does before it does it. So that was a teal blast I just dodged. I need you to drop, bitch. It ran how many times? I think I might be able to capture this thing. This game is being smart. This game is being freaking smart. I might end up killing it if I'm not careful, because this is still Village Quest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if... Oh my god. I'm going to see if, just as I was getting ready to... I'm going to see if I could capture this thing. See if myself having to fight it 2 more times. I might have to fight it only 1 more. Jesus. Alright, demon movement, I call it. When the CPU is getting abnormally intelligent, I call it demon movement. Alright, so let me just focus, watch myself. Yeah, it's getting ready to do another. No, not on me, not on me, not on me, not on me. I don't want to kill you, but I do think you're possibly, you could be captured. So I'm going to try that. Yeah, avoided. You dumb piece of shit. Alright, so my traps. Please tell me I ain't wrong, or I'm going to have to get another one. Come on, Magnamalo. Come on, bitch. Nope. So I've got to get another one. I've got to go to the base and get my other one. I mean, the game does tell you, but sometimes it doesn't tell you. The cap doesn't tell you. And you end up just there attacking it, and it eventually dies. I hope it isn't that you get knocked off the monster when that blast from the curse fire, the Magnamalo curse fire, hurts the hunter, because I'd be pissed right now. Alright, come on, man. Oh, got him. Come on, finish it. Good. Yup. Oh, it waits until you get off then and damages you with it. Fair enough. Jesus God. There it is no, huh? There it is no, huh? Gotta be careful. Make sure. Jesus. Oh, this is bad. Alright, let me get these materials. They're gonna be useful to the. Oh, fucking hell. The dog is on fire for sure too. This thing is out to kill. I want my materials. I'm sorry. This is 1 hour and 15. This isn't too bad. It can capture now, but you've got to be careful. Like I mentioned in my previous episode as well. Make sure that it isn't running before you set your trap down, or it's going to be a vase. You've got to destroy it to take it back up. I find that very, like, there's something that you call handicap when you do something that just makes it like babyish level easy for a video game. I see that as a handicap, to be honest. I'm not entirely against it because it does help you in the game, but in Worlds you can just take your trap back up and walk with it after setting it, and I find that ridiculous because it's got to dig into the ground. How do they create them that they do that? Jesus Christ, Magnamalo, just walk into the fucking trap, Magnamalo. Too smart, man. You see what I mean? Is purposely avoiding it. All this thing to make the game it take so long. Just walk into the fucking trap, man. Stop avoiding it, Magnamalo. Yeah, that actually missed me. There's no glitch. There's no hack. I'm running this on Switch 2. I'm just that good. I am master rank skilled here. All right. If you're new to this series, you haven't watched my previous episodes, and you didn't capture what I said earlier. Jesus Christ. Oh my freaking God, the timing. A good thing you can actually throw the freaking tranks whilst on the freaking Palamute. Or I could have been messed up there. It might have gotten out and... Oh my God. So I think I'm going to be fine for crafting at least 2 parts of this thing's armor. I'm going to try another because I've got a lot of time here. I really do. Oh my God. For people that like long episodes, this is going to be a thing. Who's going to sit down and watch a can? But really, you're seeing this game graphically in a means that a lot of people won't easily be able to, unless you want to set a camera up with certain settings and, you know, watch through the camera, and you've got the money to do that. So yeah. So what's this? Defibration, relief, body skill, fleet foot, feet. I unlocked some body skills for the cat. That's what that is for sure. Alright, so that is that, man. A whole hour and 17. Alright, so the mercenaries came back. Let me just replenish my items before I forget. Because that was way more stressful than I guess it should have been. Yeah. So get both my traps back in stock, and you know, restock those. And there's something else that's missing, it seems, huh? Because I had 1 extra item down here. Alright. There the hell are they? I just put them up. Alright, so that is fine. Let's see what I can get. Let's see what I can forge armor. You have got to be kidding me. It's most of them, man. Alright, so I'm going to get this, of course. Equip now. Why not? Whatever I can. So I need 3 more. I've got to capture this thing at least 1 more time. It's looking like another Grady Zuchi. Alright, so no. So I need 2 Magnamala shells, 2 Magnamala blades. Alright, so I need like 5 Magnamala shells and a Nargacuga cut wing because I used it in the freaking weapon. Now I would have been able to get this possibly 1 time. So I'd have to fight Nargacuga again. Yeah. This game is freaking crazy, but you can see I've got parts changing already. Let's see what I can do with these. So this is what I'm going to have to do in this episode. I'm going to just upgrade these and end it off here. I'll continue fighting Magnamalo in the... Let's see, I want to upgrade... I want to upgrade my... So I'm going to upgrade this to maximum. So that's going to be 2 of those. 2 more of those. I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want to use them out. So let's see, 2. And then 2 more of those. So that's 6. Alright, that's maxed. So I'm going to go just use these from here. And I kind of use without maxing it. Okay. And 2 more of these. Alright, cool. So that's the Armor Spear Plus that I've been using up. These could upgrade some more? Oh my freaking god. So if I upgrade, say, this, right, to maximum. That's the thing about this game, man. Unless you know 34. So even at base, these are higher. So yeah, it's still worth it keeping the Magnum Mallet armor, but you're weaker to water, you're weaker to thunder, and I'm gonna be going up against freaking this has thunder resistance. So I think it's gonna be it's best for me to just, you know, retain wearing my freaking this. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do after, but whilst going through 5, I'm gonna keep my Beshading armor on. Because, you know, I'm going to be weaker to freaking electricity, and I'm going up against Xenoga, so what's going to be the freaking sense of that? But you know what, for the challenge, I'll keep it on. And I'll just, you know, upgrade as I go like I did before. And yeah, so I fought Nargacuga, that is 5-star. I'm going to be doing Xenoga next. Then Anjanath, maybe I could get the Xenoga armor one time. And, you know, you'd see that, but, we'll see. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. This has been episode 13. If you like, leave that like, click on that like button, leave a like there, leave a comment if you can, and as well, click on that button that says subscribe if you haven't. That's the follow button. YouTube needs to freaking work on that and change that to say follow instead of subscribe, because all you're doing is being notified of my videos, my posts, whatever I do, whenever I do. And you know, there are too many services that do use the word subscribe for paid services, right? But this is free of charge. This is just a follow button. Click on that and you'd be notified. Alright, so yeah, until next episode, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, or good night whenever and wherever you're watching. This has been Mr. Pokemon 907.